Hi, this is Miss Barb at the Lenawee District Library, and I'm here today to show you some holiday origami. This is a holiday origami kit that you can get at the Lenawee District Library or any of the branches, no cost, and it consists of a couple of pieces of foil paper, very pretty, and a piece of ribbon. Today we're going to take a look at how to make this bauble. Like to hang on your Christmas tree or hang in a window. So you're going to be using the ribbon and one square of paper. And I'm going to be using the red paper. A couple of other things that you're going to want. You're going to need some kind of a tool to poke a hole in your paper. This is a compass. It doesn't have a pencil in right now, but I find it's very handy for poking holes in origami paper. And so I like to use it. But a needle would work, or a pin perhaps. You'd have to work a little bit with a pin because it doesn't make such a small hole. And you're going to need some kind of a poking tool to help inflate your bauble. This is a bamboo skewer, works very well for that. But another possibility would be a knitting needle. Anything that is skinny and hopefully pointed at one end. Not too sharp, not sharp enough to poke holes, please. So let's get started. We're going to start with the paper right side up so you can see the pretty foil. You're going to fold it in half. Make sure the corners match, make sure the edges match, and crease it very well. This paper, this foil paper, is fairly heavy, so you're going to need to be sure all your creases are sharp. Open it back up, turn it a quarter turn, and fold it in half again. Again, match the corners, match the edges, and crease it. Looks like this. Then you're going to open it up and turn it over. Now we're going to fold the diagonals. So I'm going to turn it so that it's diamond shaped, and I'm going to fold the bottom corner up to the top. Make sure the corners match. Your fold should go right through those bottom two corners. Looks like this. Then you're going to open it up, turn it a quarter turn, and fold it in half again. Again, it's a diagonal fold. We're matching two corners at the top and folding through the two bottom corners. Looks like a triangle. Okay, before we go any further, it's easiest at this point to add the hanging ribbon. So I'm going to have you take your ribbon, fold it in half. We're going to do an overhand knot. So you're going to wrap the ribbon around your finger, pull your finger out so you can see that you have a loop here, and then you're going to take the ends and push them through the loop and give it a pull. Now, before you tighten it up, take a look at how big a loop you've got. Make sure it's not a real tiny loop. A real tiny loop has trouble fitting on the branch of the tree. So you want it to be a fairly big loop. Tighten it up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper and whatever sharp tool you're using, and from the wrong side, poke a hole right in the center of the paper where all those fold lines come together. And you want to do it gently because you don't want the hole to be too big. You can see my pokey tool sticking out through the paper. I don't know if you can see the hole. From this side, you probably can see the hole there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my ribbon over the hole, and I'm going to use my skewer to push the ribbon through the hole. You can see it coming out. Just take a hold of it and pull. I'm looking on the inside now, make sure that my ends are still even. So this is what you have. Now we're ready to continue folding. So take a hold of your paper at both ends of one of those diagonals. Pinch it together and then bring your hands together. Can you see the shape that it's forming? I call it a propeller sort of shape, triangular propeller. And then you're going to flatten it so that you have 2 layers on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. It'll still look like a triangle. Now I'm going to put it down in front of me, upside down to me, so that it's right side up to you. So you want the long edge closest to you. You're going to take one of these flaps, the one that's on the right side, and you're going to fold it so that this outside edge lands along the center line. It'll look like this. And you're going to crease it. Looks like that. Then you're going to take this whole flap, fold it over to the left side, like turning a page in a book. Looks like this. Now we got to get rid of some of this stuff down here. So the bottom corner gets folded up even with this corner. This triangle that's down here in the bottom is going to be folded in half. Bottom corner to top, I'm going to call it top corner. Looks like that. And now this flap, this whole flap gets curled up right here at the center so that not the first corner but the second corner matches that center line. It'll look like, and my paper is kind of ornery, and it looks like we're getting it to land in the center. I don't know if you can see, but this corner here is on the center line. That's what you want. Now, flip the whole thing over, and you're going to do the same process again. Take this flap on the right, fold it so that the folded edge matches with the center, crease it. You're going to have, it's hard to crease up here where the string is because there's a knot inside there. Don't worry about that too much. Then you're going to turn it like a page in a book over to the left side. The bottom corner gets folded up to this top corner. That triangle shape at the bottom gets folded in half, basically. And then this whole flap gets rolled up so that not this first corner, but the second corner lands in the center. Oh, this one was easier. Not sure why that was. Looks like that. Okay. We still have 2 more to go. Now, you're going to take this flap that's on the right, and you're going to fold it down right on top of that, the flap that you've already done. Make sure that it lands on that center line, along the center line. Crease it. And then you're going to fold it like a page in a book over to the left. This part that's sticking down gets folded in half, bottom corner to top corner. Looks like that. And then this whole flap gets folded up, remember, so that not the first corner, but the second corner lands in the center. And it's getting pretty thick. Hard to crease. Looks like that. 1 more to go. Turn it over. Take the flap on the right side. Fold it so that the folded edge lands on the center line. Looks like that. Now we're going to turn the page. Fold it over to the left side. Yeah, right. There we go. Now this gets folded up to meet this one. And now this flap gets rolled up so that Not the first corner, but the second one lands in the center. Looks like that. Now, if you look underneath this, I'm going to call it a tab, there is a pocket right there. You're going to tuck the tab into the pocket. You'll have to roll it a little bit probably, but it should fit in quite nicely. That's what it looks like once you have it folded in. Turn this over. You need to do the same thing on the back. There's the pocket right here, and this tab has to go into that pocket. So I'm rolling it and tucking it in. Like that. Oh, we're getting close. Okay, now you need to fold, and you're folding through a lot of layers here, so be patient. But you're going to fold along this edge right here. And just crease it. You're not actually folding the whole thing over. You're only creasing from outside to center. And then you're doing the same thing over here. And you can kind of feel where the thickness is. So you'll know where to fold it. Looks like this on the back. So I folded it here and here. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. But I'm folding it the other way this time. So I'm folding it from the center to the outside. And on the other side here, again, from center to the outside. Try and get as sharp a crease as you can because that's what makes the shape of the bubble. Okay. To inflate it, we're going to hold it between thumb and first finger, top and bottom. Oops. And then if you hang on to the outside corners with your other hand and press, you might get it to inflate. Well, maybe not. Okay. So, time to take the pokey tool. I'm inserting my skewer. In the bottom, there's a hole. And I'm going to work it, work the sides to get them to inflate. Here we go. I'm also running the skewer down the center lines on each side to get those to inflate as well. Yeah, one more. There we go. Good. Let's just bobble. I have a few other samples here to show you, just so you get an idea of what you could do with this. This is made with a piece of origami paper that was a little bit smaller than the 6-inch foil that we're using. This one was made with wrapping paper. This was a sheet of copy paper that I scribbled and designed on. Cut it to a square first, and then I just used markers to color it. I did something a little bit different with this one. Instead of putting the ribbon on first, I put the ribbon on last, and I put it at the bottom. But doesn't it make an interesting shape to hang on a Christmas tree? A little bit different. This one is also origami paper. So have fun with it. Thank you.